What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Loading Podcast, episode number 34. My name is Arthur.
And my name is AJ.
Yo, we're back at it again, June 14th, 2020. It's a very hot day here in New York City, and it's been a hot week in general. Aside from the one rainy day we got, I think, what was it, on Wednesday and Thursday? But aside from that, yo, my boy, how are you doing? How are you keeping cool right now?
I'm doing good, you know what I'm saying? Happy, you know what I'm saying? Sunday. How's everyone doing? The day we're recording this, I am doing okay. I'm pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I woke up, I'm chilling. Just ate. Comfy.
Not bad, not bad.
I'm alright.
Decided... Nice. I was going to say, I decided to tilt myself in League a little bit. I like to joke around saying that. Because every time I play the game, you end up getting tilted off the face of the planet.
Early morning rager.
But pretty much, yeah. I mean, I woke up really early today. In all honesty, I woke up at like maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what happened. My body just decided to wake up, and I felt like completely awake. Like, I didn't feel tired or nothing, no drowsiness, no nothing. I was just like up, and I noticed the time. I did everything, brushed my teeth, I made some breakfast, took a shower, fed my nice little cat Avery, who just decided to come into the room right now. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I had nothing to do. I was like, all right, you know what? Let's play some League and see if I can actually get a good game for the first time in I don't know how long.
Wow, and did you get a good game? I'm assuming no, right?
No. Surprisingly, yes, I did.
Okay, so where did the rage come from? Give me your breakdown.
My teammate that made it very difficult to have a good game.
Very difficult. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
There's always one teammate. That one teammate.
Exactly. But anyway, aside from that, yo, we got a very stacked episode for you guys today.
Wait a minute. Hold up. I gotta also add a couple things before we get into this. We gotta do a little anime recap. It's been a minute since we've done anime. Quickly, right before we get into this, why don't you tell them what we've been watching?
All right. Well, what me and AJ have been watching is a recommendation from him. That's Don Machi. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Now, AJ has told me many times beforehand how I should see this anime and that it's what he quote unquote says it's Sword Art Online but better. And at first I believed him, but I never watched the show.
Should we get some recap on for the like non-otaku people? I know you don't have some non-otaku people in here. We should probably take this time to educate them on what
Danmachi is.
All that information we just said. So basically, let's break it down like this, right?
Yeah.
There's a section in anime genre called isekai, which is supposed to be like a character being taken to like another land or like a fantasy land or whatever. Kind of like sometimes a video game. That's what Sword Art Online is. If you're familiar with that. If you're not, well, this is an anime similar to Sword Art Online, which is where the premise is like you're in like this fantasy world, and the main character basically tries his best to level up and, you know what I'm saying, get ahead in the game. So
yeah, it has like a very like video game-esque like background and mechanics or like rules that the anime follows. Yeah.
And we actually found out that you told me that the voice actor for the main character in Danmachi, Bell, is actually the same voice actor from the main character in Sword Art. Curious.
Yeah. I was so curious because it's like I told you, whenever I watch anime recently, like I always like to look up the voice actors and just see what other works they've been in. And it just so happened that, funnily enough, he was also in Sword Art Online. I'm like, yo, this guy just like has this thing for isekai freaking anime.
And if you've been following this podcast for a minute, you'd know that we actually did a season 2 first impressions on a highlight on our channel on YouTube, and we talked about it on our podcast quite a while ago when season 2 first came out. And I never finished season 2, but actually now that I rewatched the show, I kind of want to give it another go.
Yeah, like I'll personally say it, like I thought Danmachi wasn't going to be the greatest thing, or at least as great as I honestly thought AJ was making it out to seem, but watching it, yeah, I agree with everything he says. It's literally Sword Art Online but better in just character growth, likable characters, I guess, and the setting. And Yeah, it's just better. It's just honestly so much better than Sword Art.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's all we can say. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like now we should start getting into the main topic.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, I don't know, bro. Sony just decided to drop this massive information. We've been waiting for this information since, I mean, honestly, since the beginning of the year, really.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see it now. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get right into it. The PlayStation 5 reveal.
We finally got a look at not only the games that are going to come out for it, but also the console design, its specs, the controller, everything about PlayStation 5 except for like price and, you know, some information that they withheld that they'll obviously, I think, share as the year goes on.
They really gypped us on the price reveal, to be honest.
Yeah, they really. I was expecting
price. I don't even think Microsoft revealed the price either yet.
Actually, yeah, I don't think so either. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait and find out, dude. But anyway, so first, I think it's appropriate that we discuss the design, the whole, you know, we already went into detail on the controller before, so let's try to quickly summarize our thoughts on what we feel, and then let's go to like how we feel about the console design, because it looks interesting to say the least.
Alright, so you want to start with the controller?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I thought the controller looked pretty cool, to be honest with you. I thought the design, when I first got the PS4, coming from someone who was playing on Xbox, I thought the controller was very small, like from what I'm used to. So I'm glad that they actually bumped up the size. I felt like that was needed, to be honest with you, because I feel like as time goes by, these controllers are just going to keep getting bigger and bigger, just like our phones keep getting bigger and bigger. But I like the idea that they basically looked at the PS4 controller and it was like, okay, what can we improve upon that? And they basically made what looks like a really interesting successor to the DualShock 4, even though it's not called DualShock 5, it's the DualSense. But hey, it still looks like it's heavily inspired from the design of the DualShock 4, and it basically, from everything they say, it looks superior in every other way. I want to see what they have to say about the haptic feedback. I don't really know how important that's gonna really make a difference. I'm kind of interested because if it's gonna be anything like Nintendo's 3D Rumble, I might be interested, but I don't know what they mean by haptic feedback. They gotta give like a better demonstration.
Yeah, I think as the year goes on and Sony gives us more information about this controller, they'll maybe like describe like exactly what haptic feedback is. They also mentioned something about adaptive triggers, which for those of you wondering, I'm getting most of this information from a article from GameSpot that describes some of this. And what they say like adaptive triggers are is like you're supposed to like feel like the weight based on like, you know, what the trigger's function is. Like say for example, right, if you're in Horizon, right, and you know how the character has a bow, with the adaptive triggers apparently you can sort of feel the tension that the bow is producing, as what is what they're trying to say. I don't know how exactly that's going to feel like. It sounds cool, don't get me wrong, but I honestly just want to see like how is that going to be implemented and how it's going to feel in gameplay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how they're implementing that into the controller. They also have this thing called like 3D audio that I don't know if you caught in the presentation.
Yeah, actually, I believe they had something to do when they showed that 3D audio stuff. It reminded me of the demonstration they had for the Unreal Engine 5 a couple weeks back. We talked about in our last episode. Yeah. And basically, if that demonstration of like when the character was in the caves and they had the audio going, if that's basically what it is, I'm interested. I don't know if that's specific to the controller. I believe it's specific to the console in general, or just the audio output. But hey.
Yeah, like from the main thing that I gathered from the controller itself is that they're looking to create like a better simulated experience for what is happening in the game that you're currently in. and they're translating that into the controller so that you feel what's happening. Whether it's like, you know, freaking driving on like rocky terrain, maybe shooting the gun and maybe you feel like the individual bullets, I guess, or like the little vibration that a person would somewhat experience if they're shooting something like that, or like a wide range of things that these triggers can mimic in a way. So that's cool. That's fun. I want to see how they're going to implement it. I wonder if they're going to have an option to turn it off or on at any given moment. Like, for example, if you don't want to have that on your controller, you just want to play the game. But other than that, yeah, I think this controller looks cool. It looks a little bit girthier than the PS4 controller, which is going to be good on my hands. And I think bigger controllers lead to giving your hands more comfortability. And yeah.
I really want to talk about the actual specs now. Like, the design is really cool, but we want to touch on that after this. But I noticed I'm looking at all these specs right now, like we said before on this GameSpot website, and they basically, the first thing that pops up to me is the internal storage, and it's 825 gigabyte SSD.
825 gigs of SSD.
I don't know if this is gonna come equipped with like any sort of like storage expansion where you can take it out. I'm not even sure, like looking at how it's designed, I'm not even sure what the SSD would even be, or if it would be easy to take it out, you know what I mean? So I wonder how the upgrades for that are gonna look in the future, because that's not a lot, to be honest with you.
That's not a lot considering today's gaming experience and how most companies are pushing the boundary, and obviously it's going to increase the amount of storage these games are going to take. Like fucking Call of Duty, like you always like to mention every time there's an update, like, yo, brace yourself, because that shit's like 100 gigs, like 160 gigs in total, and then each update is fucking crazy. Battlefront 2's that we just found out is like 112 gigs. Battlefield 5's around 100. Rockstar's Red Dead Redemption 2, how many gigs was that again? Like over 100 at least, or maybe around 100?
Over 100, for sure.
Over 100. Like 825 is an improvement from the base PS4, but if we're talking about as a whole, I'm not sure if that's gonna be enough for the long term.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? If they can in the digital version only, if they could put at least 2 terabytes in that, and they could charge the exact same. You know why? I think they could charge the exact same, because if they're removing the disk drive, that's gonna save a lot of money, and they can use that money going towards better storage. So if they come out with like if the disc version is the 825, that's cool. But if the digital version is 2 terabytes, that would be good, because it would kind of maybe even itself out a little bit in terms of how much it's gonna cost to make it. You know? I don't know. What do you think about that?
Because I want to ask you this, right? Do you think they would actually put 2 terabytes for the diskless version of the PS5? Because for those of you who haven't watched the presentation, Sony showed off 2 console variations. One that has the classic disc drive that we're all accustomed to, and one that doesn't have it, and it's downloadable only. Like, you get all your games and entertainment via the internet.
I think they could get away with it. My thing is, because like I believe doesn't a disk drive cost like, I don't know exactly how much a disk drive costs, but I know the difference between a 1 terabyte SSD and a 2 terabyte SSD is not that much if you're buying in bulk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if they could, I don't know how much that would cost, but I'm assuming it might cost somewhere in between the same range, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know how much the parts cost, but you know what I mean. It might be in the same ballpark. That's just an idea, though, because I'm saying that they can do that and they can still charge the same price. So if it whatever it may be, if it's 600, they could still both be 600, but you're getting more storage in the digital one, because you're not gonna have any opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, get in there or upgrade or whatever. I don't know. I really don't know. But hey,
yeah, no, I get you. Aside from that, the other specs that I see, I'm not too proficient with all of the other things they have in the console, like CPU, GPUs, memory interface, memory bandwidth. I'm not too keen on, like, you know, how well that translates into how powerful it is. but judging by the specs that I'm seeing here, and I also have another list from Xbox, both of them are powerful. I'll give them that. They are powerful, but I don't know. I just want to see what they do with it. You know what I mean? Like what game companies actually do with it.
Let's see what they do with it, and let's get in. I feel like now is the best time to get into what really matters most. Actually, no. I was gonna say the game, so we didn't even touch on the design.
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about the design.
the design.
We're almost there, my boy.
Nah, the design doesn't matter. The most. I mean, the design it's cool and all, but like, it's. You know, I don't know. I like it. It's. I want to know how it's gonna look laid down on the side. It's such a different take from what the PS4 is.
Honestly,
it got like not fangs. It got like a little cape going on, a little flap. Up top.
Like it's a fucking superhero.
Everybody on Twitter saying it looked like a router.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, they're not wrong when they say that.
They're not.
Like to me, it literally looks like your standard modern day router that just has like some white plastic that got attached onto it.
Yeah, I like it's so futuristic too.
Yeah, it does look futuristic too.
I was saying,
the memes.
What's up?
No, I was just gonna say I love the memes that came with the reveal of both Xbox Series X and now the PS5.
Yeah,
like they're so good.
Xbox looked like a trash can. PS5 looked like a router.
Bro.
What I was gonna say is I was gonna say in terms of design, I was gonna say I think they might have taken a little bit of inspiration between the PS4 and the PS3, because if you remember like the fat PS3, one of them had like that similar like lip at the bottom for the disc drive. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
So I was gonna say maybe they got some inspiration from that and just the PS4 for how futuristic it looks. And somehow they put a cape in there, and it was like, all right, cool. We made a router.
We made a router, boys.
There's
one more thing that I want to touch on in terms of the console design before we get into some other topics like the games and other things like that. When they were showing off the console, there was like these weird little slits, right? I don't know if you caught them.
Yeah, the lights. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those are all fans for sure.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because that I was like, wait, what? What are those little slits for?
I'm sure they're for letting out heat, because you know for a fact that shit's gonna run like a jet engine when you start playing some of these games.
Yo, that's just a fucking fact right there. But anyway, that's PlayStation 5 design.
I was gonna say, which one do you think looks more unique? In terms of uniqueness, I'd give it to the PS5.
Oh, in terms of uniqueness, then yeah, I have to give it to the PS5.
The Xbox, they kind of made it. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like the Mac, the Mac joint that looks like a trash can.
Like, let me bring it up for reference, right? Like Xbox Series X, like the design doesn't stand out too much to me. Like, it looks fairly standard, aside from the fact that it's a big fucking brick.
It's a brick. No,
it's
it literally is a
fucking brick. But it's outside of everything else, it has like the same geometric.
Nah, you know what it looks like. You know what it looks like. You know what it looks like, Arthur. It looks like if the brick that came with the Xbox 360 way back in the day got on steroids.
The big ass power bank that was that you had to carry. Yes.
It looks like if they just put that shit on steroids and it just became a fucking trash can.
Basically, and then the top just has a whole bunch of holes for all the fucking ventilation and shit like that. But one
Xbox, I see you with the throwback. Okay. Now I kind of want to give it to Microsoft.
You're gonna give it to Microsoft?
Oh my god!
Just solely because
if that's a throwback to the 360 brick, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Yo, just imagine like one employee,
or maybe
right?
It was the Xbox One. Wait, didn't the Xbox One come with a brick still too?
I don't know. I never bought one.
The first one. I know for a fact the first gen did. Anyways, I don't know. But hey, that's a throwback. I don't know. I'm kind of tied up now. I don't know.
Listen, I'll say that one console to me stands out more than the other in terms of its sheer like.
If you had them side by side, I mean, keep it a buck. I mean, Xbox has really never had any color in them. Neither has really.
I mean, the only one that really had color was 360.
Yeah, 360.
With its base white model. That's what made it unique, and it also had like that nice curved design.
How am I kidding? Xbox has come out with white and black. It's just that
Recently, I don't
know. Sony just got that blue just stand out. I don't know, something about that blue.
Yeah, it's like the white, the nice white and blue lights that emit from both the controller and the system looks just more appealing and more futuristic, like you mentioned before.
Yeah, alright, so I'm still gonna give it to Sony. But Xbox, I see you.
Yeah,
with the throwback,
holding it back to the Xbox. Like an employee just looked at it one day. He's like, you know what? That should be a console. That should be our next fucking console design. Oh, that shit's funny. But anyway, I think it's time that we start to move on for a little bit.
Yes. All right, so let's get right into the games. All right, this is what we're starting off with. So, the first thing that they decided to start off their presentation with was Grand Theft Auto 5. I don't know why. When I saw the Rockstar logo, I got excited and I got immediately disappointed.
Because it was just... No, I got disappointed when I heard, what was it, Franklin or Michael's voice?
If it was DLC, I would have been excited. If it was like an actual story DLC, like similar to what they did with GTA 4, I would have been like, oh, okay. After 7 years, but I still might, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I agree. But yeah, GTA 5's coming next gen, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know. Did they show like?
It's just gonna be a port. It's not gonna be a remaster.
Yeah.
Just gonna be a port.
Hey, I better expect 48 player lobbies then online.
I better expect 60 frames because PS4
Amen.
GTA 5 is not running 60 frames.
Amen.
If they can get like 100, I'll be impressed. Like 120 maybe.
I mean, the game is 7 years old now.
They're not gonna I hope they don't. I hope they stick to what they were doing with the PlayStation 4 Pro in terms of like giving you options in terms of settings, making it become slightly more like a PC. You know what I mean? So you can get that frame rate boost if that's what you choose. But hey,
bro, that'd be a nice option. But
and it's gonna be free, right? From what I heard.
Is it? I didn't hear
it's gonna be free when the PS5 launches.
Oh fuck! Wait, the multiplayer or just a full game?
The online.
Oh, the online.
GTA Online is gonna be free.
Oh, okay. I thought if we're talking about the full game, that would have been great, but that's what I was like. Wait, hold on.
That's what it said. I don't know if they're gonna release it as like a separate application type shit. I'm not sure how they're gonna do it, but
well, however they do it is up to them. I mean, for those who still love playing GTA 5 online on console, mind you, not PC with like RP servers and stuff like that, then by all means have a field day. You're still having
Rockstar should add in a server browser on console. That would be fire.
That would be fire. Not gonna lie. Yo, imagine having or hosting.
They could do RP on console.
On console. Oh my god. That would be fucking amazing. But wait, doesn't RP server also utilize like certain mods, or is it just like?
No, that's definitely a fact. They do require certain mods, but hey.
Oh, okay. But anyway, it would still be nice. But yeah, that's GTA 5. The next game right after though caught both of our attention. So
yeah. So this one, Spider-Man Miles Morales, right off rip.
Yes.
Right off rip. Sony know what to do. Sony knew what to do. They was like, oh, okay. We see the climate. We're gonna drop with some Miles Morales, and honestly, I wasn't expecting this so soon. It's not, from what I've seen, it's not DLC. It is not DLC. It is a standalone game, similar to like the Uncharted Lost Legacy game.
Yeah,
or like, the infamous Second Son Blind Light.
Yeah,
Blinding Light. Or I don't remember the title exactly.
I don't even remember.
It was the one with the neon shorty. But yeah.
Neon shorty. Yeah, no, continue.
No, it was the one with the neon shorty. It basically.
No, I know it is. I'm just that shit.
Basically, this is a standalone game. I don't know. This game better cost like $20 to $30.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna have like as much content as like the Spider-Man that was on
PS4.
But yeah,
type shit. You know what I mean? If it's like that and it comes with at least 20, it comes with at least 20 hours of gameplay, like in terms of like maybe story. And then if they put in the entire map of Manhattan And I said this, right. I said this just for me, or if they could also do it in Brooklyn as an option.
Oh,
because
yes.
Miles Morales is from Brooklyn, so they could
Yes.
they could either just put him in Manhattan, and they can add Brooklyn like as an option because the bridge is there.
Mm-hmm.
Or they could just put it in Brooklyn. I don't know, or just keep it in Manhattan. I don't know.
Can I just say one thing?
What's up?
I hope that when the game comes out, I really hope that they add a skin that's basically his outfit from the movie.
Miles
Like
Morales?
yeah. Like his first.
Oh,
like
you
his,
mean the actual cartoony version, like similar
Yeah.
to?
Yeah, that one.
Ooh, that's actually a good idea, man.
Yeah,
But
that'd be
I thought the
great.
map would be a good idea too, just because of like it's a different character, different location.
Oh no, I agree. I think Brooklyn would be a pretty good spot to.
Hell yeah, dog.
Yo, it may not have as many tall buildings as Manhattan, but god damn it, that'd be so fucking cool just to see him like going through like downtown Brooklyn, freaking Bed-Stuy,
Facts.
Ridgewood.
They're gonna definitely condense it like they condense Manhattan, but like if they just get all the major parts of Brooklyn, that'll be dope. Get Bushwick, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, and imagine the culture. Imagine like all the stuff that people will be doing. Imagine capturing the artwork, the buildings, the neighborhoods.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm reaching for the stars here, man. I don't know.
Yo, it'd be nice. I mean, they already did a really good job with Manhattan.
They did, but like Brooklyn though, it's different character, different borough.
I know, it'd be fucking great. I personally love that, but we can only hope, my guy.
Then again, Peter Parker from Queens, and then Queens is not in Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's just strictly in Manhattan.
Okay, so here's the thing though, Insomniac, if you're gonna do the next Spider-Man, if you're gonna do Spider-Man 2,
Yeah.
put in all of New York except Staten Island.
Except Staten Island.
Except Staten Island, bro. Don't put Staten Island in, but you can put all those parts in.
What, is Staten Island too far off?
Type shit, man.
Yo.
Maybe Long Island too. As long as you get like the, you know what I'm saying, Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Queens. I feel like those three would be good because that's where all the characters are. I don't really know any Spider-Man character from Staten Island or Long Island.
Yo, I bet you anyone in the future that is listening to this that is either from Staten Island or lives in there right now, I bet you they just caught some type of way right now just listening to that shit. I'll be like, what you got against Staten Island, my boy? No, in all seriousness,
I got
that'd
nothing
be
against
fucking.
Staten Island, but I just thought that was really funny.
Yo, that shit is
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so that's good expectations. I don't know, $20 to $30. One more time, please. All right, so let's move on.
Yes. We got a whole bunch of other stuff that they announced. Like we have Gran Turismo 7, which you already know. It's just racing game. It looks pretty. Yeah, nothing
this
much
Ratchet
to
and Clank
talk
though.
about from there.
But they showed after that Ratchet and Clank looked cool. Honestly, the gameplay demo was really good. I just wanted to point out how just the graphics look exactly like the actual cutscenes in the CGI trailers now.
Indeed.
And it's really dope.
Yeah, I personally liked it.
That's
I'm
coming
not
out
the biggest-
this year, right? This coming out at launch, maybe holiday 2020.
Maybe. I would assume so.
This would be a good launch title because Gran Turismo 7 and Ratchet and Clank have been PlayStation staples, and that would be a really good benchmark to see what the graphics have taken it to. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
And
I think
also,
this
Miles
would
Morales
be-
is coming at launch too, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
a holiday
a good
2020.
chunk of these games is gonna come out at launch, or at least around the same time frame, because they always had the 2020 logo attached to them. And judging by console releases, this is most likely gonna be released around November, right before the holiday season, so that they can cash in on those nice Christmas gifts and all that stuff. Cause that's when most people would buy their consoles. So I'm pretty confident in saying that a lot of this is gonna be on launch, and if that's the case, PlayStation 5 is gonna have a very strong launch lineup.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like freaking Ratchet and Clank is great.
Hey man, one thing I can always say about Sony, man, is they bring the games, and
Yes,
they
they
don't
do.
hesitate to bring the games either. Like honestly, I didn't even think they were gonna do this. I didn't even think they were just gonna just start shooting from the hip like that. You know what I mean?
Hey man, I mean like Sony also just has like a lot of independent third-party companies that will.
I mean,
make
yeah,
these
but so does
games.
Microsoft. Microsoft bought like 20 companies like 2
Yeah,
years ago.
where's
in
their shit?
2018, man. What are games at?
It's like they forgot. It's almost as if like they were waiting. Yo. They ain't gonna ask about this just yet.
Nah, they gotta maybe a month or two. I want to see what Microsoft has to show.
Yeah, that isn't Halo.
That isn't Halo. Yeah, for real.
That isn't Halo. Yo,
All right,
there's
moving
one.
on. They got Project Athia on the PS5 reveal. That's cool. That's from Square Enix. That's definitely using the Final Fantasy engine. Also, it appears to be looking like that. What do you think?
For a second, I completely forgot about Project Athia. I'm not gonna hold you. Athia, whatever it is. It looked to me like there was this one video that Joel sent me one day, and it was like this teaser for like this weird Final Fantasy game or something like that to show off their new engine. I thought that they turned that into a game, and that's what Project Athia was. But no, it's their own thing. Gonna be interesting to see how it is. I have nothing too much to say about it, in all honesty.
Yeah, it looks like Final Fantasy 15. That's all I can say.
We have Stray, which is
okay. Next game. I'm not gonna hold you to shit. Dude, this trailer the trailer was trash, bro. I didn't like it.
Stray that's the one with the cat and like a whole bunch of like robots. All I'll say is that it was cute as fuck, but nothing more.
Was it though?
I have a soft spot for cats, you know that. It was cute. I say it's cute, and it was a little bit charming just to see like the robots and do their daily life.
So you are the cat. You want to be the cat, Arthur?
I mean, yeah, I'll be the cat. I'll be the cat. I want to see how this world is. It just looks like an adventure game, like a standard adventure game, but you're playing as a cat in like this
is fucking Journey for cat lovers. All right, next game.
Yeah. Basically. We got how do you pronounce it?
Returnal.
Oh, for a second I was gonna say Retrunal. For a second, my dyslexic fucking ass.
Nah, this is the game we saw with the that lady that was in space.
Yeah, stuck in like this time loop.
Mm-hmm.
Where like every time she dies, she's like stuck on like this weird planet and the whole thing. Actually, now that I mention it, in this reveal, there's like quite a few games that focus on like loops and like time.
Yeah, I don't know. This game kind of just looked like a Mass Effect kind of game, or like a Alien kind of game. I
wonder if this is gonna be like a third-person Dark Souls-esque game. You know what I mean? Where it's like no, Dark Souls in the sense that you die and you have to learn from your mistakes. You know what I mean? Because that's the big thing that I got from this trailer. How she kept mentioning like she keeps dying, repeating the same day over and over until like you find out what's happening on the planet. So I'm just led to assume it's gonna be like maybe like a somewhat difficult game that if you die it's like a never-ending loop, kind of like how Dark Souls is, where if you die in story or in lore, you just keep living on the loop over and over and over again.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. It didn't really stick out to me all that much though, and neither did the next game that they showed after that, which was the Little Big Planet spinoff, Sackboy.
Oh, Big Adventure. It's exactly like I described it to you. It's Sony's version of Super Mario 3D World, which I don't have a problem against because I personally love 3D platformers like this.
Mm-hmm.
And Sackboy and the art style, like the whole yarn thing that Little Big Planet has going on. It's charming enough. I like it.
It's just play cool. Mario Odyssey.
I know, but it's on PlayStation.
It's on PlayStation 5.
PlayStation 5.
So someone would have to spend $600 to $800 potentially, and
this
game finna be $60 just for a little bootleg fucking Mario Odyssey.
Yeah. All right, here's the plan then, right? Yo, one of our friends plans on getting this, right? You know who he is.
No, please.
Yeah, you know who it is, right? We're gonna go to his place.
You're not finna tell him to buy Sackboy Big Adventure, bro.
I will tell that man to buy it. Trust me, I will. I have my ways, man. I have my ways.
Well, that depends if you get his hands on them. You know they're gonna be scarce. You know that.
Yeah.
That's true. They're not gonna be out here like that.
I know.
So maybe like 2021 or so.
Listen, when this game comes out on sale for like $30 in 2 years, when I actually have a PlayStation 5, I'll get it.
Yeah, or you could wait for them to come out with a better version, which usually comes 2 to 3 years after.
Yeah, that's why I'll just wait for that. In all honesty, when the I'm calling it right now, the little white
PS5
things on the
Pro.
side, yeah, it's gonna be extended out further.
Stop it! Stop
I'm telling you right now, that's what's gonna happen. Fucking
No
quote me
way.
2 years from now. That's the PS5 Pro. Fucking
Okay.
Anyway, moving on. Destruction All Stars. This is that game. It's like it's that roller, just not roller derby fucking thing. That card battle royale, I guess. Like, I don't. What do you call that genre? It's like the one where you have.
I don't even know. It looked like something a mix between Rocket League and some type of third person.
I guess like
on
Twisted
foot
Metal on foot
fighting
thing.
game.
Yeah.
Battle arena game.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. It looks cool.
Art style was dope. I don't really know how I feel about the game though. I would want to see how the actual gameplay would work in the actual game modes. That would probably be the most interesting part about it to me. Would be the game modes, maybe, perhaps. And
Yeah.
just the maps and shit like that. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's something
Looked
that I'll
alright.
just.
I don't know if it's gonna be a free to play game either. But hey, if it's a free to play game, I'd definitely try it.
No, definitely. Yo, free's the best one.
Free is okay for me.
CCC. All right.
All right.
Moving on. We have Kenna, Bridge of Spirits. I think it
Okay.
was that game where it was like the chick that
Yeah,
had,
it was
these
like
little black
PS5
spirits.
Pikmin, bro. PS5
Yeah.
Pikmin. It had the little things falling there. Honestly, this might have been one of the best looking things I've seen. This whole fucking presentation, the graphics look incredible.
Yes,
Like
they
I said,
do.
the cutscenes look just like the gameplay.
Dude, it looks like an animated movie.
Yes.
It looks so
yes.
nice. It
Visuals
looks like an
amazing.
animated Pixar movie.
Visuals beautiful. Like I have nothing else to say, but goddamn, that shit looks
Yeah.
great.
It looks fucking nice. I'll give it to them.
I cannot say the same for the next game they showed, which was Goodbye Volcano High. I did not like that at all. That looked like it was something for furry lovers, and it looked like it looked like Life is Strange for furry lovers. That's what it looked like to me. I'm not really into it. Arthur, you don't even have to speak on it, my guy. Come on, let's move on. The next one they showed on the list was Oddworld Soulstorm. Again, another game that was not really doing it for me. It looked like a game that came out 2 eras before it. It looked like it came out on the Xbox 360 when niggas still had the three cords, the red, yellow, and the white shit, and you had to plug it into the TV. And you had to make sure you ain't cross the cords, and you had to plug it into your Xbox. Bro. This looks like an Xbox Live arcade game. I'm not really messing with it. First of all, isn't Oddworld an old series? I don't know if this
It
is.
started on PlayStation 1.
I wouldn't say PlayStation 1. If we're being realistic, Xbox 360, PS3 era. But hey, man. You about 15 years too late on that, my shit. Xbox came out like 2005. 360 came out 2005, right? You about 15 years too late. I'm not really rocking with that.
Holy shit.
I had to roast that game real quick. All right, next one. Ghostwire Tokyo. I like how I'm just going through. I can just go through 3 of them right now. Ghostwire.
I've
Okay,
never
now this
heard
one.
someone just immediately dismiss.
Come on, all right. Let me do this. So Ghostwire Tokyo, right? So Ghostwire Tokyo, another game. I think this is from. I don't know which company it's from. I forgot the company, but
It's Tango Gameworks. It's the same guy that made the Evil Within. The same company that made the Evil Within.
Oh, really? Okay. So actually, this game looked pretty dope. To be honest with you.
I don't know if you remembered, but this was the game that I was talking about. I think back either on our first episode when it was shown off at E3, or the Game Awards. I can't really tell when it came out. I can't remember too much, but it was the one that I was saying like, oh my god, it's made from the same people that made the Evil Within, and I'm looking forward to this a lot. And I was just like, wait, I need gameplay in order to like justify. Yeah, I've seen the gameplay. It looks interesting enough. It looks cool, like you just do. It looks weird but cool, as like you're like this weird Japanese guy that can like alter the spirit world with like these weird fucking powers that he has. You could kill like fucking demons, ghosts, paranormal shit like that, all in Tokyo. It looks silly in a way, but also like cool.
The gameplay was really what stuck out to me the most. Like the art style, like even I was getting at the last game for the lack of what I'm saying, visual fidelity, but this game isn't the most visual like it is not the most visually appealing either. But like the game is very stylized. The game has a lot of color in it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The art style was dope. I like how everything looks like they look like Slendermen, they're like mannequins or whatever. It's dope, to be honest with you, and just the you know what I'm saying, the fighting style in terms of, you know what I'm saying, the martial arts and all that other shit. It just looked dope. I don't know how far the movement is gonna go. I don't know if there's like any sort of like parkour in this game, or like you know what I'm saying, level to this game, like where you could get some height, maybe, perhaps. I don't know how any of that would work in this game, but I don't know if I've seen enough to make me interested to buy it. You know what I mean? But I will say it did look good.
It did. I'll give it that. I'm still excited for this, just to see, like, you know, what else are they gonna do? Like, how's the game gonna be? It's like open world Tokyo, and you're just
and
like
then
this.
What was the story?
Yeah, that too. I don't know what was happening too much with the story, and how are they gonna?
What was happening, bro? You were just in Japan beating up
the Grudge for a living.
Ghosts in skirts.
Yeah. And
with no heads. And Slenderman, yeah.
And no arms, mind you. No fucking
All right.
arms.
Moving on.
Moving on to this next game, which honestly I almost forgot about, but it's called Jet,
the Far Shore. This looked like it was like No Man's Sky if they zoomed the camera out like 1,000%.
Yeah, and you have like this race that you have to like lead to prosperity. Like you're the last one to do it.
To be honest, nothing in this trailer interested me. All I can say about this game is meh.
Yeah, I'd say the same. It doesn't look bad, but I'm just personally not.
I feel nothing when I watch that trailer. Just meh. That's all I have to say.
Then we move on.
And we move on
to a game that both of us wanted more information on, and we finally got it.
This is a game by Gearbox, actually exclusive to the PS5. Wow, what do you know? Gearbox making exclusive titles.
I know, right?
For Sony now. Okay. I will say this game looked good when they first teased it. We talked about it in the podcast.
All the way back at the Game Awards.
Yeah, all the way back at the Game Awards. But now that I've seen the gameplay, I will say that this looks like a... Oh, Arthur. Okay, Arthur, let me give you some perspective too. This game is also, from what I've heard, it's a looter shooter.
It's a looter shooter.
Yeah, so from what I've seen, the game looks cool. I just want to know what kind of gods are they going to have in this game that are going to make the game, you know what I'm saying, interesting. But I don't really know. I didn't really see any gods that I recognized.
Agreed.
I don't really know why it was called Godfall.
Who knows? Maybe it's like you're like this...
Where Thor at? We're Loki.
They have like their own universe, and I don't know. Maybe you're considered one of like a god or like a god knight. And
are they doing like their own gods? I don't know if they're like... I don't know.
It seemed like they were doing their own gods based on the design. Like it's not taking anything like Norse mythology, Greek mythology, Romans. You know, not that. More like the stereotypical god, as in like a higher power type of thing. And then maybe making their own thing. But yeah,
it looked alright.
It looked alright. Yeah, if it's a looter shooter,
I don't know if the looter shooter aspect is gonna appeal to me, but the gameplay looked alright.
Yeah, it really depends. If the gameplay's fun enough, then maybe it'll be worth picking up.
Next up, we got Solar Ash, another game where the gameplay looked alright, but I don't really know what the hell was going on, and they only showed like 2 seconds of gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, it looked cool. This is a game that stood out to me more than usual just because of the art style. Like it looked very neon-esque. I don't know.
Is it a platformer?
I think maybe.
Is it a combat-esque game where you could use your rollerblades to attack and do all types of shit?
To be honest, it looks like a fast-paced 3D platformer. That's what it looks like to me personally. Constantly moving to one destination to the next. I didn't see any combat, but there may be. All I know is that we don't have too much information, but it stood out enough for me to like it.
Hitman 3 is the next thing they showed. Honestly, it looked cool. I liked Hitman 2, the little I played of it. Yeah, not bad at all.
Never played Hitman in my life. I know some people will be like, how dare you? I just personally never liked it, I guess. Like other like I guess stealth games. Like I know how they handle targets is like unique and like you can disguise as anyone. There's multiple ways of like assassinating someone. I don't know. I just never really played it. I know Hitman's not a bad series by any means whatsoever. It's a really good series. I just never been too big into it, so I can't say too much about it.
Mm-hmm. But hey, for the fans out there, hey, not bad at all for the Hitman fans. But
Amen.
For the next one we got, I also got to do some roasting. Astro's Playroom, right? So this game is essentially PlayStation 5 Playroom. It's essentially that's what it is, and it's basically the same character from the PS camera. I guess I don't know what I guess his name is Astro. It's basically it looks like a mini game. It looks like fucking We Play.
Yeah, it's like taking the little robots from the Playroom, and yeah, give them their own game.
Yeah, honestly, bro, if this game don't come with a PS5 for free, it's not doing shit for me, to be honest. If this is not like a game that comes like on a disc or a game that comes like a download code or whatever, it's not doing nothing for me, bro. Yeah. This is kind of scraping the bottom of the fucking barrel.
Yeah, it doesn't appeal to me, but I guess maybe some kids will find it fun. I guess because it's
why
robots.
Give them Ratchet and Clank.
I know.
They showed Ratchet and Clank. They showed fucking.
I mean, they got
Sackboy. They got Sackboy.
Yo, the Spirit game is better for kids.
They got fucking Bridge of Spirits.
Bridge of Spirits looks so good for kids too, at all ages in general. It just looks like such a good game.
All right. Anyways, this game mad as hell. Make it free or it's not doing shit for me. Moving on. Little Devil Inside. This game, another game that actually stood out, and I thought the art style made it stood out immediately. Mm-hmm. And the gameplay was so interesting. It immediately caught my eye. All the things they were showing me, it was in all the right gauges for me. And this game is definitely on my radar now. The Little Devil Inside. I mean, just the art style is beautiful. The enemy types, the grass, the amount of detail they put into this kind of game. Visually it's very appealing. Mm-hmm. I don't know what is going on in the story, but just everything from the location to the way that they choose their colors and their art style, and just the way the light hits the characters and shit. It's looking very good.
To me, it looks very expressive.
Very expressive.
Very expressive with how that guy was like treading around the entire world essentially, compared to the fucking guy that's just staying at home, the old man.
Yeah,
I want to see how that plays out. Maybe like he's like maybe he works for him or something like that, or maybe he's indebted to him. Or who? Oh, better yet, imagine this. Imagine that's the old man is him, but like super into the future. That'd be some shit.
I got my eye on this game. I don't know if this is an exclusive, but I'm gonna keep my eye on this game.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, moving on to NBA 2K21.
Wow, didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, it's 2K21. It's 2K
All I can
on
say
next gen.
is, man,
it's 2K on next gen. Moving on.
Here's the thing. I gotta give a little bit of context on this.
Okay,
I don't even play 2K like that. But all I can say on this is I buy like one 2K game every console generation. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna wait till 2K23 comes out, and then I'll pick up 2K21.
Amen.
Type shit.
That's what I did for PS4. I still have 2K15 right in my fucking thing, and that's all my basketball needs.
Mm-hmm. Moving on to another game I gotta gross a little bit. Just a little bit. Not gonna hold you. This is from the same guys that made Octodad. I never played Octodad, but it looked like an okay game. But this game don't really look like it. That's it for me, to be honest. So basically, it's a game where you eat bugs, and the bugs they look like snacks.
Bug snacks.
They look like food. Like the bugs are like strawberries and sandwiches.
You don't like bug snacks, my guy?
And you're like a walrus. You're a walrus, and you have walrus friends, and basically you eat the bugs that look like food, and then you turn into that food.
Yo, it's as if it's like
parts
Pokemon,
of your body,
but you eat the critters instead of catching.
No, this is not like Pokemon at all. You don't eat your Pokemon that you catch.
Yo, it's bug snacks, my guy.
And then you don't become the Pokemon.
Yo, what do you have against bug snacks?
This game not it, to be honest. I don't know, bro.
You had a lot.
I don't even see how kids would like this game. It's just like
it's bug snacks, my guy.
I mean, in this lineup, there's a bunch of kids game that looks better than this. Like fucking hell, I'd even play fucking Sackboy.
Yeah. This man just got saying that it was mid. Oh my god, it's bug snacks though. It's bug snacks.
Next up on the list, Demon Souls.
It's bug snacks.
Demon Souls reveal is pretty cool, to be honest with you. I thought the cinematic was dope. I don't.
You know it's a remake, right?
Yeah, it's a remake. It's a remake from the original Demon Souls.
Yeah.
Because
for some reason, when I was talking about this with other people, they didn't know that it was a remake. And I'm like, yeah, it came out on PlayStation 3 like a while ago. It was like the first game before Dark Souls. The thing that gave it away was the gigantic knight that had like that shield.
I got nothing to say. I need to see gameplay. The CGI not doing nothing for me.
Yeah, let's see. I want to see if it's gonna be different than how Dark Souls normally is, because you
better look fucking great or some no.
It's just a no.
I mean, I wouldn't buy it anyway because I don't like those kind of games. But yeah. No.
Anyway, moving on to a game that I was really interested in was Deathloop.
This game top 3 of the most interesting games I've seen.
Indeed.
This whole presentation. Deathloop, crazy game about a dude stuck in a loop who was an assassin, and he basically has to kill certain people before midnight, but you're being hunted by another assassin.
Mm-hmm. And so you have to keep repeating over and over and over again. And I think he can rewind time at his will, or it happens when he dies.
Happens when he dies, I believe.
Happens when he dies, okay. Because the gameplay looks so stylish. It looks so clean. It looks just so wacky, over the top that it looks like so much fun. To
be honest, it looked a lot like Dishonored when I first saw it.
Yeah, same actually. It looked a lot like Dishonored, just with like the powers that he had, how he's able to like stop time, I guess, for a couple of seconds, or like do some weird shit.
It's cool, but it's Bethesda, so if it comes out on PC, it's gonna be unoptimized.
Most definitely, yeah. Depending on the person that is handling it, though. Depending on the company that's handling. I don't know who is handling Deathloop.
I don't know, but if it's not the same people that did Doom, they're in for some trouble.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna aim at. Also, one more thing: is the other agent gonna be another player, or is it gonna?
I don't know.
Like
they hinted at that, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know
they hinted.
I don't know.
That would be cool, in all honesty. Like the other person is trying to kill you too.
Like it could be like a co-op kind of thing, maybe, or maybe like a seamless online integration, like with Watch Dogs, perhaps.
Maybe that's what I was thinking. Like maybe the agent is hunting you right now, and then you have to try your best to like fend her off. Otherwise, if she kills you, the loop keeps going, and then maybe you get like some special in-game rewards if you're able to kill the other person. Like the potential for that concept alone is what drives me to like look forward to this game. I want to get more news about it. It looks fun. That's basically my take on it. Definitely one of the ones that caught my attention.
All right, moving on. Resident Evil Village, also known as Resident Evil 8.
Yes, the conclusion to Ethan's storyline. I never played 7.
To be honest, Resident Evils, they're the kind of games I like to watch other people play. You know what I mean? So just from watching other people play and understanding the basic concept of what it is, because I've never really played Resident Evil before, the story seems interesting in a lot of them, but I don't really know how much I would enjoy this game, to be honest with you. And all I can say about this trailer was that fucking frame rate. Jesus Christ.
It was chugging.
It was chugging, my guy. I don't know if that was running on a PS5. I don't know.
Who knows? It's either the PS5 or Capcom.
It was kind of looking like a slideshow, but hey.
But hey, that's Resident Evil Village. I don't have too much personally to say about it because I haven't played 7. I know Resident Evil's taking this more horror approach to their games rather than.
What do you think about Chris coming back?
I mean, Chris. I already knew Chris was back in 7. But being in the main story, like just straight out, I don't know. I don't know what Ethan's relationship is to Chris, because when at the end of the trailer, it sounded like he knew who Chris was, and he was like so shocked. So I don't know. Maybe they were like comrades or something. Maybe they were, I don't know, brothers. Who knows?
No idea.
Know.
Anyways,
yeah, that's
moving
my
on.
take on it.
Next game, Pragmata, was this game that I saw took place. It looked like it took place in New York, and then they went to the moon, and then there was a girl and a cat. You could see through it, and then I don't know what happened. It was so confusing.
Kind of know what I chalk it up to.
What's up?
I chalk it up to fucking you know, Death Stranding's trailers. I chalk it up to shit like that. Like, it's so confusing to a point where you're like, the thing that sells you is the fact that it's confusing. Like, a fucking astronaut comes in New York and then it turns out it's a simulation. Then the cat wasn't fucking real. It was like a hologram or something like that. And then the girl could control some shit with her eye, making I don't fucking know.
It was a mirage. I don't know. I don't know, bro. This is kind of added me. Didn't really do anything for me. And it was a CGI trailer. What a gameplay at. Come on. Yeah. All right, moving on. It's Horizon Forbidden West. Another game was very visually appealing, but I had never played it, so I don't really have an opinion.
I played Horizon Zero Dawn. I liked it a lot. I didn't finish it though. Just because at the time I just didn't have the time, I guess, to finish it, and then I just gave it to another friend because I just didn't. I was like, yeah, you could take it for some money. Horizon's good. Horizon's good. This game looks like it's just like an expansion or like a continuation of Aloy's story. So yeah, it looks amazing in terms of like the environments, the monster design, and I'm just curious to see what they're gonna do with the lore, because it's like this whole like post-apocalyptic, like these weird robots took over, or like this weird ancient technology just randomly surfaced and killed most of humanity, and now most of humanity just doesn't live with technology and they see it as forbidden.
Indeed.
So yeah, we'll see how it is. But yeah, that's pretty much every single game that was shown off during this reveal event. Honestly, the ones that stand out to be the most has to be Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ratchet and Clank, Ghostwire Tokyo, and Deathloop for me, the biggest ones. What about you?
For me, I would say Grand Theft Auto 5. Well, no, I'm joking. I'm gonna say Spider-Man Miles Morales. I'm gonna say perhaps Little Devil Inside. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say Horizon looked really good.
Yeah, it does.
And I'm gonna give it to Ken of Bridge of Spirits.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, not bad. But yo, what about Bug Snacks, my guy?
Bug Snack? No.
Bug Snacks.
No.
I'm gonna use that as a fucking meme, dude. I'm calling it right now.
This is the type of shit that I'm gonna fucking watch Jacksepticeye play, and I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Most likely.
Fucking kind of cringe it is, but hey. Alright, I think that was everything that was on our list, right?
CC.
Alright, so I think it's time to do the wrap up then.
I think it's time for the wrap up then.
Alright, so let's go ahead and do the wrap up then. Alright, guys, well, if you enjoyed this episode of the Loading Podcast, make sure you go ahead and give us a 5-star rating on iTunes, because that helps our podcast grow, get out in the algorithm, and get out to more people. Alright, and if you are listening to this podcast, make sure you can check it out on any other platform, including Spotify, Stitcher Radio, Apple Podcasts, pretty much anywhere else. And we also have a video version you can check out on our YouTube channel. That is at Aaron the Writer, ARANRYDER. There you can check out all our podcasts and check out highlights and all the stuff that we got over there too. And you can find my guy over there at...
You can find me at Arthur_ASP on most, if not all, social media accounts, except on YouTube and Twitch, where I go under Flying Rye. You should check out my stream. On Mondays, I plan on doing a Evil Within streaming series. I'm going to be going through the game. Been enjoying it so far, and yeah, if you're interested in that, come on through, stop by. Always welcome some new people, and maybe you might find something to watch.
Bet. Alright, well, guys, that's been about it. So, as always, my name is AJ.
And my name is Arthur.
And this has been the Loading Podcast, episode 34.
We'll see you guys
Peace.
next time. Take care.